off a prolific comeback game, 510 yards of passing, a brilliant fourth quarter. Eli joins us. Eli, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
All right, Eli, we have spent the country has spent the day on this in serious debate. I mean, I've seen some huge arguments on TV about this today. Let me just ask you from this standpoint, after everyone's now digested it for a day, and there seems to be great debate, do you think the unwritten, I mean, you're a guy who is a top player and known to be a cool customer and a very gutty player. Under the situation, is it in your mind or is it in the Giants' mind that it is just a unwritten code that if you're going to take a knee, the defense backs off, or do you have to be ready for them maybe to try something at the line of scrimmage?
I guess certain teams, you're always you might say, hey, watch out for a cheap shot, because and that's what you call it. Is hey, I always tell the team. A lot of teams will ask in those situations, are you taking a knee? Are you taking a knee? And I'll tell them, hey, we're taking a knee. And it's just kind of that. So you're not, we're not firing off. We don't tell our linemen to fire off and hit them on that last play, and so it is that, just that. So
there's an acknowledgement usually at the end of the game, we're going to take a knee. Was there that yesterday, or was there no communication?
Well, I said it. I said, as I walk up saying, hey, we're taking a knee, but obviously they were down and ready and all tight in there. I had a feeling they were about to fire off. So there's nothing I can really do about it. I got to get it. Make sure I get the snap is the most important thing, and the only thing I'm worried about right there, and just securing the ball and making sure we get the win.
Now, were you guys? Was the head coach angry because they fired off, or was he angry because they came in low at the center? Because there seemed to be some debate about that.
Yeah, I think just the way they fired. I mean, it's one thing to come off a little bit and hit, and there's one thing to have everybody right there and just diving in at the offensive lineman's legs. Where you're knocking, it's just a possibility to get someone hurt. And on a play where we're taking a knee to end the game, and people are coming firing in, trying to get a cheap shot, trying to possibly hurt somebody.
Because if there's 20 seconds left and they got the ball, everyone would say it was a brilliant play. Which I've never seen it happen. But we know that the Giants had the Pasosic play where they handed off and they shouldn't have. But I mean, I've never seen anybody on a victory play get the ball. But I guess it's possible, right?
Yeah, anything's possible. But you shouldn't have a problem getting the snap, and it. Yeah, but you never know. Obviously, if a ball's wet or slips, or at the end of the game, it could you could always have a mishap with the snap.
All right, yesterday. Let me get to the game because there's so much there. When you're trotting in, I'm sure you're frustrated coming off that pick for a touchdown, that play as you guys are driving at the end of the half. What are you thinking as you're trotting in at halftime yesterday?
Yeah, I still obviously disappointed, upset that we were in that situation. I put our team in a situation we were down and giving up points, putting our defense in a couple other tough situations, given Tampa field position. So disappointed, but also knew we were only down 2 scores. Knew that we had we'd driven the ball well. We'd had some good drives, from the first drive to a couple others where we got down there and had to settle for some field goals and had some close opportunities of getting some touchdowns. So still felt that we had the bad plays, the 3 bad plays on the interceptions. Besides that, we moved the ball pretty well and had a lot of success. So still felt, I guess, fortunate that we were only down 2 scores and still had a half to fight back, and felt like we could continue to move the ball and make some plays. Just had to eliminate the bad decisions.
I mean, you had anything you wanted to your 2 targets. I mean, all day they set a record yesterday. First time guys have had over 175 yards, 2 receivers, and more than 10 catches. They both have incredible games yesterday, Cruz and Nix. And clearly, I mean, their game plan was they felt they weren't going to call a lot of holds because they held on almost every play. I mean, it was I'm sure you guys would discuss it in the huddle. They were holding. They were pulling these saw shoulder pads and jerseys. They were holding all over the field yesterday.
Yeah, we got a number of pass interference calls, as well, and and a couple others that maybe could have been called, but had opportunities to hit some big plays. We got, I think a lot of it's just our guys were getting open. They were giving good moves and getting open, and I guess they felt their only chance. Hey, you guys gonna catch it anyway? Might as well try to get away with the pass interference. Maybe know why I would call it, and no harm done. Since felt that our guys were getting open in the first place. So really a credit to our receivers for fighting. I always tell, hey, if the guy's holding you, don't give up. Keep fighting. Try to catch it. That's when it'll be obvious. As you keep going and they keep pulling on your jersey or hitting you. So receivers were getting open and then fighting through some stuff and still making some catches and some key plays in the game, especially in the fourth quarter.